In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to do the take-home book with your child. Number one, make sure everyone's happy to read. Make sure that no one's tired or hungry, they're ready to do their book. Go to a place where it's nice and quiet, where you're not going to be distracted, and look at the book. First of all, look at the front cover of the book. Ask your child, tell me about the pictures. Who can you see in the pictures? They might recognise some of the characters. We use these books with Kitty Cat and Little Teddy at school, and they have books where they can follow the story of what happens to those characters. So you can talk about the characters and talk about what's happening in the front cover. You can predict, you can say, what do you think might happen in this story? And then off you go. Sometimes as they read, if they don't actually get every word correct, keep going until the end, because we want them to feel success as a reader and that they can read this book. You can always go back to that page at the end. So opening it up, we want the children to know that they need to read from left to right, directionality, at different stages, especially at these younger beginning reading stages. They can point to each word and never cover up the pictures, because the pictures help the child with the meaning. All of the stories have meaning, so talk about the meaning of the story before. As you're reading, the child will point to each word and they'll be cross-checking and looking at the pictures to make sure that it's all making sense. They will use the meaning of the story, our oral language structure, and visual information. The visual information are the pictures and the text. So never cover up the pictures as the children are reading, because that's really helpful information. They will cross-check as they're reading that everything's making sense by looking at the picture and coming back to the text. So they'll use the pictures and the visual information in the text. They'll look at the starting letter and think about the sound that that letter makes, or the sound that letters make together. Keep reading all the way through and make sure it's enjoyable. You can do things with little cards like this to firm up the letters that they know, especially the letters in their name. So you might quickly say, find me an F, find me an L, find me a G, and they just quickly find those letters in the text. That's a really handy activity. You might also talk about punctuation, depending where your kids are at. But you might talk about, what's this little dot at the end here? It's a full stop. What does that mean? And where's the capital letter? Find me another capital letter. All of those concepts are great. At the end of the story, you might want your child to say, okay, retell me the story. What happened in the story? And you might ask them a couple of questions like, why did Kitty Cat say it like that? Or what was the problem in this story and how was it solved? The most important thing is to keep it light and happy and fun.